Today we're going to try a new strategy called Listen, Read, Discuss. And we've been talking about the Civil War and social studies, so we're going to try to relate Civil War on Sunday by Mary Pope Osborne to the Civil War. Now the first thing I want to ask is the Civil War. What was the Civil War about? Does anybody know?
Money?
It was about money to a certain extent, but the Civil War is when the Americans fought each other. It's our largest war we've ever fought. It was the most people we've lost in war because we fought each other. It was the North versus the South.
Right.
So Civil War on Sunday is going to take our friends from the Magic Tree House, and they're going to be reading about the Civil War, and they're going to actually pop up in it. Now I just picked a chapter that says keep low. And the reason why I picked that, and I want you guys to think about keep low, because I want you to imagine what it felt like to be in battle. Was the battle like the one we're fighting now? Is it different? Are there any things that are the same, okay?
Okay.
So, the wagon jerked and swayed as it bumped over dry ground. Jack felt as if he was frying in hot sunlight. Dust from the road filled his throat and eyes. The boom of the cannons grew louder and louder. Jack heard popping sounds too, like the noise of firecrackers. "What's that popping noise?" he shouted, blinded by the dust and the sunlight. So even just that one page, what are some things that you can tell about the setting? Because it's not a picture book, so we have to guess. What's the setting look like?
Hot? Like
It's hot.
Hot and dry?
So it's hot. It's dry. Now, if we put those together, hot and dry, where are some places they could be? Now, remember, we're talking about the Civil War, and this is in America. So,
Nevada.
do you think they could be in Nevada? Now, do we really think that Nevada would be a good choice, knowing that it fought the North and the South?
No.
So, maybe let's just think about Georgia. Is Georgia hot?
Yes.
But is it dry?
No.
And we see these are key words. So we know that it's not too dry because it's really humid. But in the north, it can get hot.
Yes.
It can be dry.
Yes.
So we're going to say they're probably fighting somewhere up north right now.
Okay.
Now this is going to be very important because we know about our different landforms and resources that are in the north, that are in the south, and some are different.
Right.
So I'm going to read a little bit more. "Musket fire," said Claire. "Just remember that muskets were long, old-fashioned guns." "What are those flashes?" asked Annie. Jack tried to open his eyes to see what she was talking about, but the bright flashes of the light and distant puffs of smoke were in the sky. "Cannon shells exploding," said Clara Barton. Clara Barton. Now that's somebody who we learn about in social studies about the Civil War. So do you see how the reader not only painted a picture, used different vocabulary words like musket ball, and even added key people? So when you're working on your writing and you're trying to retell, I'm not saying go retell everything about it. You want to paint a picture. You want to make it vivid without saying, I'm in the north fighting. You want to make your readers feel like they are hot. It's dry. Well, I know I'm not in Hawaii. And then you want to, even the sounds and colors. I almost thought when the firecrackers were going off that it was fireworks.
So it's like using adjectives.
It is. You want to make sure you're using vivid adjectives. You want to make sure that, I just didn't say dry, hot and dry. And even sounds, when you use your sounds for your adjectives as well. So we would finish reading this, and then we would write about what we read. So we're going to break off into groups, and then we'll finish this assignment. Thank you.